All right, it's the next day. We're back over here at the shed and getting ready to put in that shelving. And it's a little cooler today, but it's not cold, which is good. And since it's the morning, I got all day. I'm gonna start moving stuff out of here, make me some more room so I can get around. I think I've got it all decided on how I want to do it. So let's get to putting those shelves in and doing some organizing in there. All right, I got my boards here. They're gonna come out from the shed wall. Need to cut them at 16 and a half. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enough to do 2 shelves on this batch. And I might have to rip down some 2x10s down to 2x6s down to 2x4s. And make some more for the log front. Only have 2x4s for that. So, yeah, use a table saw, rip them down, make myself some 2x4s. And again, this is all that cold lumber, 70% off. So just using it up and saving some money there. All right, since it's just me, I don't have 2 hands to hold this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and put a board here underneath, because that's where I want my 2x4s is to hit right there. So that gives the bottom mark, top of the shelf will be right at 2 foot, leaving us about 21.5 inches underneath here. So I'm gonna get this screwed in. On one end. And then I'll put the 3 coming out from right here and down to there and make my shelf. Just making sure my marks are true here. They're true enough. So that's 2 foot there. 2x4 is actually 3.5 inches. So my little brace here, so I can line up the boards, needs to be 21.5. Mark that one. Mark that one. Oh. Go ahead and get my first 3 started. Just put the level on it. It's right in the middle. All right. Then I'm just going to put one. So 24 minus 3 is 21. Minus a half is 20.5. So I'm an inch too high. Oh, it's all right. That's why we use screws. We'll just X that one out. So 20.5. And I only need to mark one really because I'm using the level. All right. Woo. Now we're better off. That's perfect. All right, got the nail gun. Put this up here. Make sure it's level. That's right. That side wasn't cut straight from whenever. That's level. All right, level. So I'm gonna do that a couple of more times. All right, I got it lined out there where about I want it. Leaves me room to put my trash bag right there. And yep, just gonna nail it in here. Just get it lined up close here. Again, kind of a little hard to do by yourself since only have two hands, but we'll make it. All right. That's good, just not strong enough. I'm gonna add in one here. So as we measured, that's 2 foot, and then I'll put one down here, 2 foot. Good to go. Just make sure, yeah, that looks level. A little off level. Just give it a little tweak, That one's good. That one's good enough for a shelf. That one's good enough. So let me go find a couple of 2x4s that are 2 foot. If not, I'll use a 2x10 or 2x6, whatever it is, I'll use it. All right, well, I'm not gonna do measuring taping quite yet. I'm going to just trace out where these boards are here so I can cut them out to get this piece of plywood all the way up against the wall. I'll just trace out all 3 of them and go cut them, see how it fits, and then I'll just draw a line up underneath here where I need to cut the piece of plywood. Measuring is always good, but this is real world, I think, and I'll just take a 2x4 out from there, mark it across that way. Mark it across that way, and then just go cut it out real quick, and then come in and make the other drawing and then other line and cut that out. So let me go do that and I'll be right back. All right, well, I got it all 3 cut out and fits in there really good. So I'm just gonna use the same tactics here and draw a line all the way across. Make sure the line looks good. Yep, and I'll go rip that real quick and come on back and see how it fits. All right, it took me a minute to get all that set up. I had to get the extension cord out and turn on the generators and whatnot. to cut that board. I figured I'd go ahead and set it all up. I got a table saw, why not make a straighter cut, and I'm gonna have to do at least 2 of them, so I got it set up for next time. And this here is a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. Just like that. And let's get this thing nailed in. All right, it's all nailed in. She's sturdy, not going anywhere. So I want about 18 inches for the shelf. So right about there. So need to go to 21.5 where I want the top of my next shelving to come out. So since I want 18, I want to mark it 18 and then put the level across here and make the marks there, and then I'll screw in a 2x4 into this again so I can put my braces in easily, and then it should give me 18 inches in between the 2 shelves, and then I'll get to at least one more. You may see about hanging some stuff up there on top, but we'll see. All right, well, I got that shelf all put up, and this one I just got to rip it with a table saw, and need to go turn on the generators for that. But yeah, it's kind of gloomy out right now. I thought it was, didn't think it was supposed to be like this, but hopefully it doesn't rain, because that'd be a real bummer at this point. But we'll just keep trucking along and see what happens. Much easier than a circular saw. Make that good cut. But also it's a pain to get everything out and hooked up. Now I got to go back over and turn off the generators. I guess I was getting a little ahead of myself with the board to go up there with a piece of plywood. I almost forgot to do these braces again. Not conventional, could be done another way, but it's gonna work, and that's all that I care. I'm trying to use up my scrap lumber, any of the lumber that I got that was the cold scrap lumber from Home Depot, and I mean, it's gonna work just fine. So let me get those in, then I'll put the piece of plywood in, and we'll get going back up to the next one, which I have no more plywood, so I'll be able to frame that one out, I guess. And yeah, I don't have anything else to put a shelf on that one. But let's get us 2 shelves and storage underneath, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, I was out of, or don't know if I said, but I'm out of 2x4s, at least anything longer than about 25, 30 inches. So I got these 2x6s, and I'm gonna make me a 2x4. All right, well, I measured for a 2x4 to be a true 2x4, but a real 2x4 is only 3.5. So I'm gonna make it 3.5, just like it should be. Or at least close enough. Double check this. All right, that ought to do it. I can't keep it down on that end. Can't keep it down on that end to push it through, and I don't have anybody over here to obviously hold it up. So I'm gonna have to switch sides and pull it through. All right, that's 2x4. All right, got my 2x4 cut down to 5 foot for the facement here. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did on the last two, and wasp, sorry, little boogers. It's all just warm enough for them to come out. So let me get that done and show you at the end. All right, well, not quite done, but just kind of wanted to show how I'm gonna line this up here. And I just clamped on the level, show it straight up and down, and just gonna hold this up till it goes out to it. Don't want to push on it. I want to make sure the top is level up there. And then we'll just do hopefully that's flat up there. Which, no, it's not exactly. It's good over here though. And that shows it to be pretty good right there. Then that's good and flat. That's up there. Actually, that's about all the material I have that I can do. That'll be a third shelf up there, and I get a piece of plywood. And I guess that's it for the building. Now we got to start organizing. All right, back from taking a break, eating lunch, all that. And I know I said that I was finished building last time, and I guess I wasn't quite finished. I put in these right here to support the top shelf to leave this one completely open instead of having these braces here. Probably should have done that on this one too. But I was a little worried about taking up too much space back here, but it took it up here. So, and this is plenty strong enough. Holds me 170 pounds, so I don't think I'll be putting anything up there that much. I'm thinking I'm wanting to put all my paint supplies and stuff up here that don't get used as much. Here, all my hardware and nails and screws and all that type of stuff. And then we'll see what goes here. I'll put buckets and stuff maybe underneath. We'll just see how it goes, and I'll probably adjust over time depending on how it all lays out and fits in and how much stuff I have. So to get this shelf over here cleared off some so I can get it moved over to here. and then hang up my rack for all my power tools and everything, and yeah, getting organized. All right, been at this for a little while. Finally cleared up that area over there. Got everything moved to this side. Still don't know how I want to organize this. Yeah, I keep thinking and it keeps changing. What do I want to do? Where do I put this? Where do I put that? Yeah. But I wanted to go to hang up this tool shelf here for my all my power tools. And I guess apparently I built it wrong, because on these end two, I put the mounting holes out to the front, because this is where all the tools slide onto. So this has got to go against the wall. So now I got to take this apart and move these from side to side. But I'll get that done and then try to get this hung up. All right, well, I got it all switched around, built right now. I'm gonna put it across right here, but one of the little things hits up against the side there, so I'm just gonna put a little spacer right here and let it just mount into that. Except for I took all the nails out. All right, locked and loaded now. All right, that ought to hold that nice and tight. Now I just need to mark where it goes. All right, right there. And I'm going to see that, and I don't have a dang pencil. And what did I do with the pencil? Alright. Here, pencil, pencil, pencil. Where did I put you, Mr. Pencil? Not behind the ears. No, I just had it. And it's bright orange. Oh. Found it. It was actually right where it was supposed to be. And, it was hiding behind the spare, the backup, the extra one. Fun, fun, fun. All right, get that side started. Awkward angle to get to there. Yeah. All right. Now to get this stuff out of the drawers. Jigsaw stuff, sander stuff, cutting wheel stuff. hang that there. Bet you the nail guns are too heavy. Cutting wheel, that. By golly, I didn't think about something. The dang middle connection. It's all the way over here. It's a good 8 inches away from that stud. Okay. 4 3/8. So I think I need to bring one down from the top. Definitely need that in there. So let me take this all back down and let me put a brace in. All right, well, I had to go make me another 2x4 out of one of my 2x10s. Because I still don't have any. We'll use a screw here instead of nails, because I've tried toenailing with that nail gun, and yeah, either it's not meant for that or I'm no good doing it. Probably I'm no good at doing it. All right, that's in there. Now to get the stupid rack back up there. Make sure this is tighten these down first. Let's do that. This middle kind of bows, so I'm going to have to push up on it. That's pretty good right there, I think. All right, now we can start loading it up. Look at there. Least used tools down here, maybe. This one with the handle sticking out that way. That works. Where's the nail gonna go in here? Kind of. Should go back a little further. Alright. Flashlight won't go in, but it'll go in that. Sticking stuff up here to see where stuff fits, and this doesn't fit anywhere, but it might fit up there. What about this? But what doesn't fit, bam, I can hang right there. Yep, that's definitely not going on there. Guess it could stay in there. Jigsaw can go in there. I don't know if this saw will be able to go on anyway. Not really. But I'm liking it. Not all my tools can go up there. Now I'm wondering, do I put a shelf up here? Just coming right off that to hang these? Or I put these on? That's the small saw. Which it might be better fitted for this. Yep. Then I put a big saw up here. Big nail gun up there. Maybe just hang this right here. That's pretty good and out of the way. hang it down here in between these two where I can't do anything else with. That's upside down. Bam, 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 bam. Light battery. Don't need that. Spare those. All right, that portion is done. I'm gonna do something else up there and put the Sawzall in somewhere. So get that done and I'll be back. All right, I've been going at it for a while now. Got all my Ryobi tools here in one spot. Got the table saw, got still some extra room underneath there. And while I was cleaning up and going through stuff, I found this other piece of plywood here. So I think between the leftover 2 pieces that I cut earlier and that one, I can finish my top shelf. And then I can move all my painting supplies over there and get a little more further along. So let me get to it. All right, I am not done by far, but I've spent all day doing this. And I think I've gotten a lot done. I said I got that top shelf finished and put the paint stuff up there. So I still need to kind of go through and straighten out here. Got gas cans and stuff underneath the shelf there. Still got to go all through that mess over there and just continue to straighten up. But, and sorry about that beeping. My batteries died on my solar. The fan just went off in the lights. That's why it's a little dark. But, yep, I think it's all I'll show for now. I still got to clean up and put stuff up. So we'll get on that. All right, I'm all picked up for what I need to pick up. Still, like I said, I got more to do in there. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff I had to bring back in and put on the floor because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. So that'll be tomorrow's problem. And yeah, I feel good about it all. It looks like I made some good progress. I still got a lot of room to put stuff and just need to keep organizing, get my bench back over here and yeah, do something with a lot of that's on there. I'll probably take that red toolbox and move it somewhere and just keep going, man. It's just gotten a mess. I need to hang up my chainsaws. I got some brackets for that. I need to hang up that stuff laying on the floor, put it somewhere. But overall, I've made some space. And I feel good about it. I can find stuff maybe now, but that's gonna do it for this video. So I'm gonna go and get some firewood stuff together and make me a fire and relax for the rest of the night. So until next time, later. What did I tell you? It's always usually my own doing. I don't know why the dang lid to this thing never wants to come off right.